the measure of faith is a treasure. That faith is a treasure, and a man who has faith is a treasure. What I mean is this. Gold is a treasure, right? So anyone that has gold is a treasure. Hope you know. They'll be protecting. So when you see where they protect a man with soldiers or police, is because that man is either a national treasure or an organizational treasure or a treasure to himself that is being guided. There is something he has. Is that either that he has an account that has a lot of money or something? There is something he has. And I'm trying to let you know that anyone that has faith is supposed to be guided. Any man that has faith, they're supposed to employ police. That because it's a treasure. Family members should rally around that man or that woman because it's a treasure. That is just the background of this topic. That faith, there's a measure of faith that a man possesses, that he himself becomes a treasure. Yeah. What is faith? Hebrews 11 verse 1 says is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. While we look not at the things which are seen, 2 Corinthians 4 verse 18, or the things which are seen are temporal, the ones that are not seen are eternal. We do not focus on the things that are seen. The things that are seen, they are temporal. The ones that are not seen are eternal. Hebrews 11:3 will say that by faith we understand that they also were framed by the word of God, that the things that are seen are not product of the things that appear. That it is not seen does not mean it's not real. What that means is that not everything that is real is seen. As a matter of fact, the seen is a product of the unseen. As at when you are responding to things because you can see it, it's already too late. I've said so many things, and I just know you didn't get it. So somebody said that seeing is believing, right? But as at when you are seeing it, it's already too late. There's a principle of double creation. If you have first creation, we have second creation. That things are created twice. It is first created in the world of unseen before it is created in the seen world. So, for instance, words are not seen. The words create things. By faith we understand that the word, okay, that's the right English. The word was created by the word. Now, that we now understand that the things that are seen, which like the word, was or is framed by the things that are not seen, which is the word. What is what I'm saying? Okay. It said, let there be light, and there was light. If you are now believing light because you are seeing light, it is too late. Because what created light is not seen. It said, let there be light. That word is what framed. He said, by faith, understand the words were framed. Someone say framed. Now, meaning is that if you want to frame a word, including your word, let me put it this way. There's a statement I need to make before this. Is that words are framed, including your word. Hope you know I'm saying things. I'm talking about word. I'm talking about word. Word. You know the difference? That your word is a product of your words. Let there be light, words. And there was light, word. Something played out. That as at Because people just want to see result, not knowing that result does not come with results. Do you understand? Let me tell you something. If you can understand what I'm teaching in this service, your family members should gather around you and protect you. Because it makes you a treasure, understanding this. Your children will be glad that their mother is a woman of faith. Your children will be glad that their father is a man of faith. It matters to whoever you marry that you have faith. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So, it said, Mark chapter 11, Mark 11:22, Mark 11:22. Like, home is my backup. It's okay. Are you there? It says that, and Jesus said unto them, have faith in God. And the original rendition of it is that have God kind of faith. One say have God's faith. Or one says have the faith of God. Are you looking at me? Okay. Are you there? It says have faith in God. And the ideal rendition of this is that have God kind of faith. Or have the faith of God. Why? Okay. Now, if you ask Joseph in the pit to exercise faith, he will exercise the faith of coming out of pit. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? If you ask him to exercise his faith, he will exercise a faith of, oh God, I will not die in the pit. If he was in prison, you ask him to exercise his faith. He say, oh God, you are the God that can deliver any man from prison. Are you understand now? His faith cannot see being a prime minister. Because the situation he was into will not even let him to see what God has done for him. For you to be able to express and fulfill God's plan for your life, your faith is not enough. It has to be God's faith. Because it takes God's faith to fulfill God's plan. Do you know what I'm saying now? Because if we leave you to your faith alone, you will only have faith for survival. Your situation would have limited you to the point of survival. So the faith that you have must be God faith. The faith of God. It has to be God's faith to fulfill God's agenda. Spending, in fact, there's a teaching I'm planning to do sometime soon about spending God's faith. Spending God's faith. That you will have faith be for things that you don't. No, that word. I wanted to say the things you don't believe in. It's a strong word. I'm looking for a strong word that is not anti-doctrinal. You know what I'm saying now? That, okay. The man said, I believe, help my unbelief. Right? I believe, help my unbelief. I believe in you, but this thing. If your salary is 200,000 and your house rent is 500,000, how long does it take to save to pay for your house rent? If you have to remove 100k, 5 months. This is March. When would your house rent be ready? August, right? Do you have to faith it? First of all, do you have faith that God can provide your house rent? Answer me now. That between now and August, I believe God can do that, right? So I believe. Okay. What's that? Between now and August, you have your own estate with several flats. With several flats, and your salary is 200k. Is at this point you say, Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Do you understand now? That's what I want to explain to you. that yes, there is a peripheral belief level. Lord, I believe you can do all things. You can do all things. You can do all things. Because okay, I'm going to give you estate in 5 months. Lord, I believe you. Help my unbelief. At that point, it now is the God faith you now need, not your faith. That God, you say, have God kind of faith. Because if your dreams and your plans are things that you can plan out, that thing. And this is it. This is it. You can achieve things, so bet it's based on your calculation, and a lot of us live like that. It's based on your calculations. Any day they say things that is beyond your calculations, they say God is not a magician. Please, God is not a magician. And when we talk like that, I'm beginning to wonder: is magician greater than God? Right? He said God is not a magician. So you are going to have a estate in 5 months. He said God is not a magician. Okay, that means magician can give you. It's only God that cannot do it. Can you see the way people think? If I disappear now, you now say, that man, that's the way he used to white, that white clothes to wear. There is something, because you will say it's Satan. It's Satan. There's this charm. Because you believe Satan can make someone disappear. Because, and this is what Nigerian movies have cost. This one, because it's only Babalaos that disappears. Are you following now? And sometimes it's not easy to. One of the reasons why we have to struggle with faith is that we have lived most of our lives in logics. Most of our lives is logical. So, if you now want to now live by faith, it is another level of work. Are you there now? What is faith? Faith is surrendering to God. Yeah, it's surrendering to God. Outside that other description. Psalm 131 verse 1. Psalm 131 verse 1. You would see. Thank you, Lord. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor my eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Too high for me is that there are things too high for you. What I'm trying to pick up for you is that there are matters that you have to. You say, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. When you switch to the supernatural, you break out of the logical world. I hear what I'm saying now. Then we are talking about that you are beginning to switch into the faith level, not faith level. Faith. F-A-T-E is faith. F-A-I-T-H is faith. It's faith, right? What I'm teaching is not living by faith. Not about your faith in life. It's about faith. It is the faith that decides your faith. It's faith that decides your fate in life. And of course, that doesn't stop the fact that it is a possibility. It is possible for someone to live strictly by faith, not by faith. Is that you live on luck. What faith does is that it gives you the power to decide your luck. To decide your luck, either good or bad. You know, when you are a great man, people ask you, what is your secret? And answer now, if you are doing the great things, if you are really doing great things, they say, what's your secret? Has anybody ever done anything somebody asked us before? Or nobody has ever asked you? You have never done anything serious, somebody asked you for your secret. Okay. If you see a secret of great people, won't you buy, or like a book, the secret of who it really is now? Or Elon Musk says, let me tell you, I have only this book, just 3 copies. They are in this book. My secret is in this book. Actually, one is for my children. Out of these 3. I'll just leave two. Okay, I'll drop two. One for the whole America, so that for the next generation, have one. And say, I will sell it. How much? For 1 million naira. What you buy? The secret of Elon Musk. God gave us a secret, and the secret of God is faith. Lord, give me utterance to explain this. Now, listen. Are you there? Okay. Have you met someone and say, how are you coping now? Is it we live by faith? Does that mean that the person is enjoying? You're not following me. That's someone that alpha, then by faith. What does that mean? What does that really mean? Is that see the man now faith with you, right? When someone is sick, so they ask that how is the person now? The person, that sick person in the hospital. Now say, the person in life is in the house of God now. That the person in life is in the house of God. The mother will start crying first. The mother will start crying. You see, as the mother becomes that bad, that's in the house of God. My God. So it's God, that thing you are describing and say that I live by faith too. This thing, the way things are now. Actually, that faith is how God actually lives. How? By faith, we understand that God framed this world by faith. Is that if you ask God, when God say, let there be light, you ask God, what are you doing? He says, it's faith. It's faith. It's faith. That if God, even you too, it's faith you are using. Yes. Now, we think that faith is something you apply when you are hopeless. I don't even know what. Right? It's a hopeless case. That you can't really count on faith. I know we will be too religious to accept this thing, but that's how we think most times.